People doing too much line, man. We live on YouTube right now, y'all. I need everybody in here to click that link in my bio and go tap in with me on the live. And make sure you hit that like button on the live broadcast when you tap in. They finna try to ban me, y'all. I already feel it. I already know they hate, you know what I'm saying? I'm live on YouTube right now. That's a fact. Anybody got any stories they want to tell, you know what I'm saying? Anybody got any stories they want to tell, you know what I'm saying? I'm live on YouTube right now, y'all. Click the link in my bio. Go to the YouTube channel, man. Make sure when you tap into the podcast, you hit that like button, man. I appreciate all y'all for following me on TikTok, man. I need y'all over there on YouTube, y'all. We got to weave out the haters. Y'all know they mad. We know they mad. We don't care about the haters mad. Everybody, please click on the link in my bio. Go to the YouTube channel, man. Come tap into the podcast. I'm live on YouTube right now, y'all. I need all y'all over there, man. We need all y'all over there, man. Because we finna go over there and talk about it. What's up, Chancel Johnson? Yasmeen, how you doing, sweetheart? How y'all doing over there? Heaven Bound, how you doing? How you doing? How you doing? Yeah. Because what's up, Gene Workman? What's up, it's Maddie? Layla, how y'all doing? Yeah, man. It's not enough men out here, man, who trying to put women on game. Everybody want to be all these men in the penitentiary. I'm finna tell y'all, I'm finna give y'all some real game, man. And y'all can take this with a grain of salt, man. I'm finna give y'all some real game, man. My co-host is a prison wife, right? My co-host is a prison wife. She'll tell you firsthand, you know what I'm saying? She don't really put a lot of her business out here. She understands where I'm coming from with this shit. You understand? I need everybody on TikTok, man, to go over there to the YouTube channel. Please click that like button. Please hit that like button. Please share. Make sure you subscribe, man. Appreciate everybody tapping in. Came from TikTok. I'm back, bro. I was a more heaven dude than kissing punks and then be a Vizzo kissing their wives and kids. That's 100% correct, y'all. That's 100% correct. Because you know something? This is the thing right here. I appreciate y'all tapping in, man. That's love, man. I appreciate y'all, man. I appreciate y'all 100%, man. I need everybody from TikTok, man. I need everybody from TikTok right now to please go get on YouTube live right now, man. Please go get on YouTube live right now. Click that link in my bio, subscribe, and tap into the podcast. I'm live over here on YouTube. I'm trying to shift everybody over there, man. I need y'all to subscribe, turn the notifications on, man, because it's a lot of things that I be want to tap into on TikTok that I can't talk about, but on YouTube I can actually talk about it. So I would really appreciate it if I can get all y'all to click that link in my bio, go subscribe, and tap into YouTube, man. I mean, look, this is my whole thing right here, y'all. If I was to tell women that these men down there love them and they faithful to them and all this, I would be misleading women, correct? So, and then you would have women coming out telling me he's lying, this and that. So it didn't matter what I did or what, you know, I was gonna be wrong anyway. You understand me? Didi, what's up? What's up, kinfolk? I was gonna be wrong anyway. I said half of the niggas in the penitentiary, either on the down low, like this, or the rest of them got a multiple women. They texting, and that's correct, right? What's up, kinfolk? I need everybody on TikTok, please click that link in my bio and go subscribe and come join us on YouTube, man. I'm finna turn this shit up, y'all. It's a lot of other things I want to tap into that I cannot say. I cannot say on here, y'all. So I need everybody in here. It's 900 and some people of y'all off in there. Please go join me on YouTube. Please go join me on YouTube. Click that link in my bio. Go subscribe, man. Please subscribe, man. Everybody in here, man, if you tapped in with me right now, please hit that like button, man. It really do me a favor, man. I'm not one of them people on YouTube that's going to ask you for money, all this old shit. All I ask is that you share the live and hit that like button. It triggers the algorithm. It helps me. It helps all of us grow. Helps more women tap in, man. Like, I don't understand. People don't understand. I'm serious about this shit. I'm serious about this whole fucking movement thing. I really feel like this shit can really go somewhere major, man. I really feel like this shit can go somewhere major because it's not enough men out here like me putting women on game about these cats, man. I honestly believe that wholehearted, man. I honestly believe that. And so I'm not on here. Somebody said you using women's trauma as a way to get rich. No, I ain't. Because anybody who got a story to tell and I let you get on my show and talk, you're not going to be on no time limit. How long you can say what you got to say. I'm going to let you get on here. And if it take you 30 minutes to get whatever it is off your chest you got to say, I'm going to let you say it. I'm not going to stop you. I'm not going to stop you. Shit, I'm trying to empower women. I'm trying to put women on game, Mel. That's exactly what I'm trying to do. Shit. I'm trying to empower women. I'm trying to show women that niggas out here is full of shit. This is not no game. Shit ain't no, this ain't no game to me. Do you know how many women come on here at night and got a story to tell about some shit leg ass nigga that's done told them a lot, told them a fucking fake ass story? I don't care, Red Velvet Cake, because when I decided to do this, I knew everything that came with it. I knew everything that came with this when I decided to do it. You understand what I'm saying? I knew everything that came with this when I decided to do this. I knew niggas was going to be mad. I knew it was going to be a lot of women who had relationships with niggas in prison that was going to be mad at me. I knew this. I understood this. I'm going to give everybody 5 more minutes, man, to come from TikTok and tap that link in my bio and go subscribe to the YouTube channel, man, and click on the podcast. I'm going to give y'all 5 more minutes to go over there to YouTube and go subscribe to the podcast, man. We live over there on the podcast, man. Anybody want to come up? They got any questions they want to ask, man? I'm an open book. I'm giving people 5 more minutes. I need y'all to click that link in my bio. Go subscribe to the YouTube channel, man, and join the live podcast. Make sure when you join, make sure you press that like button and share the live, man. That's a fact. That's a fact. Dogface Barry say, this is crazy. It's real. It's true. I'm finna get off TikTok in a minute, so I want everybody to go over there to YouTube, y'all. Because there's a lot of things over there that we could talk about that we can't talk about over there. You know what I'm saying? And I just want everybody over here. I need everybody to please click that link in my bio, subscribe, turn the notifications on, and tap into the podcast, y'all. Michelle, appreciate you. Maddie, Crystal, Red Velvet, Jean, the Burrow Jarvis, Natalie, Southern Gal. I appreciate all y'all tapping in, man. Please address the emotional manipulation that comes with it. Facts. I'm definitely finna tap into a lot of shit. Everybody on TikTok, if you're watching me right now, man, please click that link in my bio, go subscribe, turn your notifications on, and make sure that you tap into the podcast, man. Because we finna get some women on. We're finna ask some questions. I want some women to come on here and ask me some questions. You understand me? I'm not gonna be biased towards anything. I'm gonna give everybody a straightforward answer what I think and what I believe in. And I want to know y'all thoughts and opinions on a lot of shit. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man. I'm with that. I knew what came with this. I knew people was gonna hate me. I don't care. I don't care. Because guess what? It's gonna be a lot more people that love me, that understand where I'm coming from with this shit. You talking to a man who come from not being shit. Not they used to play on women, but they used to mislead women to thinking certain things, not purposely doing it. Just women was just in love with me. And they wanted to help me, and they wanted to be there for me, and they wanted to do things for me. And instead of me saying, hey, sweetheart, no, don't do that because I'm not feeling you like that, or I'm not gonna be with you. I took that shit to a whole nother level and I allowed them to help me. I did that, right? So I'm guilty of it. I was incarcerated with a bunch of men that was playing on women to get money on their books. You understand me? So I know what can happen. You understand what I'm saying? I know that men don't give a fuck. I know this. I know it's a lot of men in there. They say it's good men in prison. I said, well, I'm not going to speak on it because I never seen it. I never seen a great man in prison that was faithful. I never seen it. I never seen it because you can't possibly be everything he need and more while he's incarcerated. You got to work. You got to feed the kids. You got to go to the store. You got to do all these things. And in between time, he got somebody else that he can write and put money on his books and talk to him on that phone. Shit. Hey, everybody on TikTok, y'all, we live on YouTube right now. I need everybody on TikTok to go to YouTube right now. Click that link in my bio. Go subscribe, turn the notifications on, and come to the live podcast, man. I'm finna get off TikTok in about 5 minutes. I'm finna get out TikTok in about 5 minutes. So I need everybody to come over there to YouTube, y'all. Click the link in my bio. Go to the YouTube channel. Go to the YouTube channel. Go to the YouTube channel, man. No, TikTok's still on, but I'm finna just talk more on YouTube because it's I really can't get into the things I want to talk to y'all about on YouTube. I mean on TikTok, because they'll kick me out of there. They'll take my live, man. They'll take my live. It's always somebody trying to report me. All that on YouTube. I could pretty much come in here and have a real life conversation with y'all, you know what I'm saying? And I'd rather for it to be like that. I'd rather for it to be like that. You know what I'm saying? She say, laugh my ass off, let them cook. 5 more minutes, man. We need everybody from TikTok to click that link in my bio and go subscribe, turn the notifications on, tap into the podcast, man. We got 236 people over here. I need everybody hitting that like button and sharing the fucking live. Let's go, y'all. Let's go. Come over there, y'all. Y'all tap that link in my bio, subscribe, turn the notifications on, and come tap into the podcast, y'all. We finna get into a deep conversation. I got some shit I want to talk about. I also, my co-host is a prison wife, y'all. My co-host is a prison wife. So I'm probably going to end up bringing her up as well. And, you know, some ladies feel more comfortable when it's another woman on here. You know, she ain't biased. You know, she's a great person, and that's why I chose her. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate y'all tapping in, man. All right, just my opinion. I appreciate you tapping in. Shit, I'm gone. You know, I understand. Everybody not gonna like me. You feel me? Everybody not gonna like me. And I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that. I knew what I was getting myself into. I knew exactly what I was getting myself into. That's a fact. So anybody in the chat, man, y'all got anything y'all want to ask me? Anybody got a story to tell? Anybody got anything they want to talk about, man? I can drop the link, man, and y'all can click on it, man. Whether it's a good story, whether it's a bad story, man, you can tap in with me. I really wholeheartedly appreciate y'all tapping in with me, man. Y'all the goats, man. I knew from jump doing this. I knew somebody told me, they said, be careful, man, because you're doing something it's going to be an ongoing conversation for the rest of eternity. Men not going to start going to jail, and women not going to stop loving men just because they went to jail. And people going to hate you. And I understood that, man. And I understood that. And I received a lot of hate, but I've received way more love than anything, especially to the women, the strong women who understand where I'm coming from. You know what I'm saying? He said, I definitely got a story. He said, I'm just here to listen. That's a fact. Everybody from TikTok, y'all got 2 minutes to tap that link in my bio and go to YouTube. Everybody from TikTok, y'all got 2 minutes to tap that link on my bio and go to YouTube, man. We finna get off of TikTok, y'all. Everybody in the bio, everybody, please tap that link in my bio and go to YouTube, man. Click the link in my bio and go to YouTube. TikTok time is up. All right, y'all. Hey, y'all. It's 800 people still on my live on TikTok. Why is they still over there? Why they ain't over here on YouTube? Huh? Why all these people over here on TikTok? Why they ain't over here on YouTube? We need all them over here. She say misleading is still a lie. You damn right. Misleading is still a lie. I'm telling you. Misleading is still a lie. Everybody on TikTok, click that link in my bio. Win said, yo, for you. Everybody in my bio, please click that link, man, and go to the YouTube. We doing a podcast right now, y'all. We was gonna start it at 9 o'clock. I'm gonna have to get my host up in here, y'all. I'm trying to get everybody over there, but for some reason, fucking TikTok is going viral right now, y'all. The podcast is so I'm gonna go ahead and explain this shit to y'all. I'm a very blunt person. I speak with aggression. Some things I say might get took out of context. If a person asks me a question, I'm only gonna tell you the truth and the things that I've experienced. I'm not gonna tell you something that you want to hear. You know, I'm not gonna tell you the things you want to hear. I'm gonna always be upfront with you. I'm gonna be real with you. And if you don't like me, then I say God bless you, and I understand if you unsubscribe to me. I try to keep it real, even if I feel like it's gonna hurt your feelings. You see what I'm saying? And so I feel like that's what most men should do. Correct? That's what most men should do, but they don't. They don't because they're afraid to hurt your feelings. But see, what a man don't know is a woman. You don't know what she's willing to accept if you just be honest with them. But see, most men, we rather lie to you, tell you all these sweet nothings because we hoping that that's what's going to make you stay. We hoping that if you don't find out the truth, you going to stay with us. That's a lie. Because once a woman finds out that you lying, now she don't trust you. And once you break that trust, she don't love you no more. A woman mentally checks out. She mentally checks out before she actually leaves. She mentally checks out before she actually leaves, y'all. She mentally checks out before she actually leaves. She don't just wake up one day and say, I'm done with this shit and leave. It leads up to it. So when a woman is out here, what does she want? She want love, right? She want love, right? You know, she want affection. She wants somebody to care about her. She wants somebody to listen to her. And as a man, we got so much shit going on out here that we don't take the time to listen. We ain't got time for it. We got so much other shit going on that we do not listen when a woman is talking. You understand me? We got so much shit going on that when a woman is talking, we don't have time to listen, right? We running our damn mouth. Oh, you trying to keep me in the house. But then, right, we didn't want to sit up and watch those boring ass movies with y'all. We didn't. We don't want to do none of this shit. But as soon as we go to jail, we want to get married. We want a relationship. We want a family. We want to goddamn massage your feet. We want to wash your back in the shower. We want to can't wait to lay up and hold you, baby, and watch these movies. Let me tell you something, y'all. A man in prison is in survival mode. A man in prison is in survival mode. I'm telling you right now. He's in survival mode. He's in survival mode, ladies. And he has to do or say anything he can in order to get you to keep putting that money on his books, in order to get you to continue to love him, in order to get you to answer that phone call and continue to take care of him. Now, if you want to test that man for real, disappear and see if he don't beg you. If he don't beg you, he don't give a fuck. But you also got to watch it because some niggas are big because it's about to conquer for them. I got to get her back. I got to get her back. I got to get her back. She thinks she gone. I got to do everything in my power to get her back. I'm telling you. So, one more time, I'm going to say this while y'all getting to know me. I'm very blunt when I speak. If you ask me something, I'm going to tell you the truth. So if anybody want to come up here and get on the screen, I'm going to drop the link. If y'all want to get up here, y'all got a story to tell, whether it was a good story or whether it was a bad story or anything. Ask me some questions. I'll ask you some questions and we can get to it. So I'm finna drop the link down here, man. If anybody want to come up here, don't run now. I'm going to drop the link right here and I'm going to answer this phone call until somebody click on it. How you doing, brother? Oh, he hung up. He's supposed to be coming over here to buy some. Maybe they don't have YouTube. They got you. If they got YouTube, if they own here, they got YouTube. You can get up here. You don't need YouTube to get up here. All you got to do is click that link right there, y'all, and come up. But then when I ask him if he still wants to be together, he says, sorry, no, I can't be with you. And I can't be your son's father. And he might, my son at 2 years old, he met my son at 2 years old, and my son was calling him dad. See, that's crazy, man. How niggas come in these women life, and then they don't understand that they playing on these kids too. You know what I'm saying? Appreciate that, Lily. They don't understand, man. They play these games, man. That shit is horrible, man. That shit is horrible, man. You can't play on these kids, man. Hey, everybody on TikTok, y'all, I gave y'all enough time. Time is up. I need everybody to click that link in my bio. Go subscribe on YouTube right now. Everybody go subscribe on YouTube. Click into the live podcast. We live over there on YouTube, man. I gave everybody enough time, man. I gotta get up out of here. You understand me? They reporting my live right now, man. You know, it is what it is, man. I appreciate y'all ladies tapping in. If you don't come over there to the YouTube channel, at least make sure you go subscribe. Come tap in with your boy, man. It's J King, man. So, y'all, this is my whole thing right here, y'all. I was once an ain't shit ass nigga. You hear me? And this damn dude done called me a million fucking times, man. God damn. He done called me a million times. I don't know what's going on. But anyway, anybody want to come up on the channel, man? You got something you want to talk about? You understand me? You got anything you want to talk about? Anybody want to chop it up with me on here, man? Anybody got a story they want to tell? You got any questions? He said, what if it was someone you dated before they went to prison and they've always pursued you? You still might have a chance, man. You know, sometimes, now I'm going to be real with y'all. Sometimes men get stuck in a situation where we have no choice. We have no choice. God damn. Sometimes we get stuck in a situation where we have no choice but to sit down and listen. See, men spend every day looking up at the ceiling in jail at night before they go to sleep, thinking about all the fucked up shit they done and what they could have done that would have not got them in there. But I always tell people, if a person loved you enough, nobody can love you unless you love yourself. You don't have to be on camera if you want to join in, Samantha. You don't have to. Y'all do. I wish y'all would. You know, I would like for y'all to show your face, but you know, I mean, if it's for security reasons, Jazzy said, I was in a relationship for 10 years. My man went to prison for a year and came back and didn't want to be together no more. Damn. Did you hold him down while he was in prison? Okay, Yasmeen. I got you up here, Yasmeen. How you doing?
I'm doing fine. Can you hear me?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, I just wanted to share a little something. The man that I was with, I didn't know him. I knew him from the neighborhood, but I didn't know him personally. I held him down for like 6 years. Convinced me to buy a house. Got a house. He had helped pick it out. Got home, halfway house, picking him up, taking him to go find a job. You know how it goes. And he put his hands on me the first time. It was a lot of red flags while I was in prison. I should have looked at it. But anyway, we settled that. We squashed that. We were living together in the house that I bought. Then eventually started staying out. Then he started staying away. And I used to be at work. By the time I come home, he had been here and dipped out before I got home. So one day he was here when I came, and I tried to talk to him. And he was like in an aggressive mode, sitting away from me, and I'm in the room and I hadn't seen him. I hadn't gotten none, yada, yada, yada. Then he ended up touching me again. So we got into an argument, got to a fight. I told him to leave, take all his shit. So meantime, I had a lot of women coming into my inbox talking about, oh, he said you was this, you was that, you gave him this, you gave him that, speaking on diseases. I didn't do nothing. I was a hoe. I was all this. Lo and behold, he ended up marrying somebody else.
Yeah.
5 years up and down the highway, going to visits, hotel rooms, the whole 9 yards, cleaning out my bank account, borrowing money, trying to help him. So I know exactly how it is.
That's, what's so crazy about it, because I'm sure you probably lost relationships with people while he was locked up too, because they probably told you that he wasn't shit.
No.
Nobody told you that, hey,
no.
Shit.
The thing is, he had me going to his friends to go get money so I could help put money on his books.
So let me ask you this. Did you think it was ever a time where he was actually in love with you?
I don't know, man. I really don't know. He
Or was
claims
he
he
in love
was.
with, or
He
was he in
said,
love with?
I tried to put him back in prison. After the second time he put his hands on me, I didn't call the police or nothing like that. I didn't do that. But it's just the fact that 6 years, blood, sweat, and tears, I'm
But
robbing
don't that
Peter to pay
discourage you?
Paul.
Don't that discourage you from ever even trying to be with somebody? It take a long time because you have to heal. That's a lot of years. You can't get them back.
Listen to this. Only reason why I ain't showing my face because I know it's stupid, but I ended up getting on a Facebook dating site. How about an inmate inbox me? I didn't know he was an inmate at first. We started talking. I was traveling. I'm a healthcare worker. And that was like 2 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
Then I started to go back to school. So he said, you know what? I'm going to help you pick up the pieces. So he was sending me money.
Mm-hmm.
Listen, he was sending me a lot of money while he was locked up. And then just recently, he told me that, oh, you got X, Y, and Z. And I'm sitting here. I ain't got no food, no commissary. I can't deal with you. Find you a man on the outside. I said, well, God damn, I didn't even do
Hold
nothing.
on. He was giving you money. I think y'all, my co-host probably gonna come in. Yeah, she gonna come in 5 minutes. Hey, so he was giving you money and then he started complaining about not having no money.
Right. Talking about you got three fucking, the quote, he didn't call me. He texted me. He said, you got three fucking credit cards and I don't have shit to eat. I hadn't had shit to eat for 4 weeks.
So why he didn't put him something back so he can make sure he got some damn money? I think men that send women money from the inside, you an investment. That's
I
all
think
it
so.
is.
I think so too. And then he told me that he was sending me more money than he was his family and his grandkids. Mind you, I never asked him for a dime.
What the hell is going on, man?
And I think, just looking at it, just listening to what he was saying, it sounded like he had some kind of mental problem. Now, let me tell you, he's been locked up for 21 years.
Oh, man. Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what? 1 year is the same as 10 years. That's what I always tell people. So if a person is gonna act like that, it was his destiny to be that person, regardless if he went to prison or not. If he's gonna be, see, men, we have to go through not being shit.
He was so aggressive in his talk. I said, well, damn, I'm not one of your cellies. You don't talk to me like that.
But you got to understand, though, he is stuck in a position where he has to walk around with his chest out 24/7. And so when he gets somebody that's soft, see, us as men, we don't know that it's okay to be soft to our women. We supposed to be hard to everybody else but y'all.
Well, I don't know what's wrong with him.
We got to change on our own. See, you see how good of a woman you was to him? Do you
Yeah.
honestly? It didn't matter how good of a woman you was to him. It was in his future to be a nothing ass nigga. He's gonna meet somebody else and then he gonna find out and say, I had a great woman.
Just out the blue. I saw it coming because he was kind of like dissing this. I said, well, maybe he got somebody else sending him money because I wasn't sending them shit. I ain't have it. And I've been that route before and I'm not going to do it no more. I did go see him.
Yeah.
That I did because I think everyone needs a chance to see something from the outside being locked up. That was my heart. But damn, I don't understand why they be reaching out to women like that and they be like, I just don't understand it.
Because in jail, man, a man is in survival mode. Sometimes we can have a woman holding us down and she can beat us so much that we actually think we in love. We actually think we love that person. We in love with the mental being of you, not the physical. That's what some people don't understand. We are in love with the mental being of you, not the physical.
What do you mean mental?
The mental, being able to answer that phone, being able to, hey baby, can you do this? Hey baby, what you got going on? I can call you when I want to. I can talk to you. We can talk to each other.
Yeah, he had 2 phones. Yeah.
We don't know the mental side. Hold on for a second, sweetheart. Hey, everybody in the chat, man. If I would really appreciate it if everybody can tap that like button, man. Tap the like the live, please, and please share the live. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate everybody who tapping in. If y'all just please like that Like the live, man. Appreciate it. All right, Yasmin. So the mental is, you know, him being able to talk to you. See, women not in love with the physical being of that person, because it's almost as if we make ourselves believe that we are actually in love with this person when we in jail.
Right.
Not that
Right.
we making ourselves, we think this. We don't
That's
really
right.
know where this is going to go until we get free. Once we get free, then it's like, okay, do you feel the same?
Right. Just
Do
like
you
the
feel
first one.
Yeah.
Yeah, he drugged me down on that one. He did. That was something that really tore me up. It really
Um,
did.
I'm going to answer this question for Judy, man. She said, what about the people? What about the women that are pursued? We are not all desperate.
I was pursued. I'm telling you, I was pursued. That just happened to me.
That's
I
the
wasn't
truth.
looking for him.
That's the truth. Can
Both
everybody please
both
who
of
tapped in
them.
like the live, y'all? I need y'all to like the live,
That
man. We
was
got
both of them. I was not pursuing them. Neither one of them.
Mm-hmm.
One heard me on the phone talking to somebody else. That's how I got with the first one. Second time I was on a dating app, he tapped in with me. We just talked, and then we end up, talking more.
We got Lisa on here. Lisa in here. Yeah, I think you should just, you gotta do what's best for you, love, man. I just always tell women, put yourself first, man, because you worth more than when we in there, what we make you out to be. You worth more than that. Like, you don't deserve to have to sit out here and wait to be held, wait to be loved, wait to go on dates, wait to be made love to. You deserve to have fun. Your life don't stop because his idiot ass locked up.
But I'm gonna tell you how they maneuver with that. Oh, I've been locked up so long. You just don't know what I go through here.
Yeah.
You got to spend and niggas be doing this. And you kind of, if you got a heart, I mean, they give you that song and dance. I'm telling you, if you got a heart, you'll fall for it and you'll feel sorry for them. It's just the way it is. That's the way women are. We're more nurturers than anything else. And we want to be there for them. And that's where we fall victim to it. But then when they get out, it's a totally different story.
Deja nearly said, how do you end things if you feel they are unstable and know everything about you? No contact law, man.
Thank you.
The no contact law. I promise y'all, I read this. The no contact law, man. If you really truly want to be done with something, that nigga ain't even gotta know you done. Just be done.
He'll move on to the next one. He'll move on to the next one.
Find out. You will find out. No contact law, man. I'm telling you. It's called the no contact law for a reason, man. Leave his ass alone. I'll tell you, women.
Yeah.
They hate me because I'm telling you, you deserve better. Move the fuck on, man. Like Cynthia say, before shit get ugly. Before it get ugly, get the hell out of there.
Because it got ugly with me and you ain't gonna like it. I'm telling you.
That's a fact. Hey, Lisa. Lisa. Can you hear us, Lisa? Well, I had to get Lisa out of here, y'all. I can't hear her. Yeah, it's crazy, man, that you say that, because I don't think men understand the trauma that they put a woman through.
He put me through some trauma. I'm telling you, I had to leave my whole state and go somewhere else just to get my mind free. I'm telling you, it's serious. It's deep.
Here, if you don't mind me asking, Yasmin, how old are you?
Old enough to know how old I was when I started talking to him.
I'm asking you for a reason, because you might have a little bit of knowledge on something that I don't.
Okay, I'm 57.
Okay, so do somebody ask, if you married to them, do you need to keep in contact in order to divorce them?
No. The first nigga I had, I got the divorce papers for him and filed it for him and paid for it. No, you do not.
Okay.
Anything else? I know that.
No,
I got him a divorce. Now he married to somebody else.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's crazy, ain't it?
Oh, I did a lot of stuff. I bought a cell phone. Well, I thought I bought a cell phone, $3,500. Yeah. Feds. Yeah. Then he got it took and he went to the hole.
Oh, man.
and got shipped off somewhere
Hold on,
else.
you said you bought him a phone for how much?
3,500. Yep.
Man, niggas don't be knowing what they got, man.
Yep.
Niggas don't be knowing what they got,
But
man.
guess what? He tried to double back and come back over here while he's married.
It's scary out here, like Cynthia said. It's scary. It's
Yeah.
scary out here. This shit
Try to
is,
double back.
man. I appreciate you, Yasmeen, man. I appreciate your knowledge, man. You know what I'm saying? And willing to come on here and let us know what's going on, man. Because
Yeah,
people,
you got to be careful, women. I'm
right,
not saying I'm not trying to tear anybody down, but and if you got somebody and they're good to you, okay, but just you keep that in your mind because
facts.
when they get out, it might be a different story.
Yeah, because so many people right now think I'm crazy.
You're not crazy.
They,
That's why I was so adamant sending so many messages on your TikTok and on here because it's serious.
this shit is serious, man.
It
Everybody
ain't no
watching the
joke.
live, please click that like button, please, y'all. I need everybody to be liking the live. I
And
need
I'm gonna tell you one thing, and I'm gonna get off. I had my daughter. I was talking to my daughter. She said, "Ma, I don't know why you always settle for less." And that's my daughter.
I don't think women are actually settling for less. I think men are women. I think for some women, they want a man that can love them, right? Hear me
Right.
out. They want a man that can love them. And some point of their life, they like, well, I want a man to love me, but I don't want to deal with the physical part of it right now. And they deal with a man incarcerated because they can have them great conversations that they couldn't have when they was free.
But you got to realize it's mental breakdown within
mental.
those
That's why
conversations,
I say it's a mental thing. It's a mental thing. It's
and
not.
that's settling for less.
That's it. I mean,
It
and
is.
love is blind though. You feel me?
Right. It is.
And
It
you be
is
in
very
love. So
blind because I
it's
was
like,
blind.
have you ever been with somebody and your mama or not your mama, but your sister or your friend or somebody said, girl, he ain't shit. You need to leave him alone. And y'all done damn near got into it about her trying to tell you about your relationship.
My sister.
You see what I'm saying? And then when it didn't work, now you got to go fix the relationship with the person who told your ass that it wasn't no good to begin with.
But my sister is now deceased, so I never did get a chance to
Oh
reconcile.
man, I'm sorry to hear that. See what I'm
You
saying?
see what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's
It's a
crazy.
lot of shit that goes with it. So just think long and hard about it. If you meet somebody and you don't know them and you met them online, be careful.
Be fucking careful. Be careful because that it's sad out here, y'all. I'm telling y'all, it's bad, man. I appreciate you
Yeah.
tapping in. How you doing,
All
Lisa?
right. All right. Thank you.
Lisa? Lisa done tapped in here and said thank you and dipped on our ass, y'all. Lions and this queen said the women behind bars are just exactly the same. 100% true. 100% true. I was hoping my co-host would have got in here, y'all, but I don't see her, man. Everybody in here, please hit that like button. I need y'all to please hit that like button, man. Like the live, man, and don't forget to subscribe and turn the notifications on, y'all. We supposed to go live at 9 o'clock, man, on YouTube, but we gonna stay in here for a minute. I want y'all to be in the live chat tonight at 9 o'clock, man. Um, I'm finna create. I'm finna create the podcast because we actually got somebody on here that's gonna come on here tonight, and y'all gonna hear a wild ass story. So I'm finna set the timer for y'all right now on YouTube. Um, how you doing, Lisa? I don't know why I can't hear y'all.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you now, sweetheart.
Hello. I just wanted to join in and say that you are telling the truth. I have a story. It was my own child's father, my baby daddy.
Mm-hmm.
He was locked up in the feds for 5 years. Me writing him, sending money. He was saying that we was gonna be a family. He was gonna get himself together this time, give him another chance, and all this. And just to come to find out, it was me and multiple women that were actually sending him money, and he was telling multiple women that he was going to be with them and have a family with them as well. Got out, disappeared. I didn't hear from him. He was just going from woman to woman to get what he needed, like clothes, shoes, and cell phones and things like that. But I
Mm-hmm.
just thought I gave him the benefit of the doubt because that was my child's father, thinking that he wouldn't drag me like he was doing like the other women or using them. He would kind of take me into more consideration because we had a child, but it was the same thing. I got treated just like everybody else.
Mm-hmm.
And the hard thing about it is I still have to deal with him on a daily basis because we still have a child together. But just
Fact.
know that somebody used me for that amount of time, knowing we have 20 years of history.
Damn.
And it's crazy. So people on
Damn.
here thinking that you are making things up, and the things that you're saying, like you're saying the truth, and it's a lot of people that are mad and angry. They don't want to speak up, but
They mad.
I am a witness of that, and they're just using you to get what you want. Like you said, it's the phone conversations. I got comfortable because he called me every day. We talked, we emailed. And I
Mm-hmm.
needed somebody to talk to every day, so that became like something that I needed from him. That where I was content, and I
Mm-hmm.
really wasn't worried about if he was talking to somebody else, as long as I had my communication time.
As long as you was okay with it, you never. I don't think you ever just thought about what if. Have you ever thought about that? What if he talking to somebody?
I did, because I kind of know what type of person he was. But one of his friends ended up telling me that he was sending women money from jail. Like he
Hold on,
wasn't
hold on.
sending me money.
One of his friends that was free.
Yep,
Now
yep.
I'm gonna explain something to you about niggas, and this is why I don't hang with niggas. I did 8 years from '04 to 2012. I've been free. Um, what almost 13 years, right? And this is how I stay free. I don't fuck with niggas at all. I don't trust niggas as far as I can throw them, and I can't throw them that goddamn far. Any man coming to you telling you something about his partner is a fraud ass nigga. I'm finna tell you why. And this might sound like I'm contradicting myself. It's
Hmm.
no man's place to come to his friend's woman and tell a woman about what that man is doing. And if he is, it's a motive behind it, even if he never acted on it. Maybe he's
Mm.
trying to gain some brownie points with you, trying to tell you anything he can to hoping that he can hit them skins. And I'm being
Hmm.
real with you. Maybe he wanted to clap them cheeks. He just didn't know how to come out and tell you. But let me go ahead and tell her this so she can open up to me and start talking about me about a bunch of other different things. If a man, I wouldn't give a damn if I was cool with a man, this dude was cool, and his wife, goddamn, he was cool with us, and I know he cheating. I can't, it's not my point, my place to pillow talk.
Yeah.
It's not my place because for one, if I do go to him, at first, we might fall out because he might say, damn, bro, you hating on me like that, nigga. My bitch ain't doing this or doing that. The whole time, you know what I'm saying? Or she might take it, what you think you want some brownie? Like you're not supposed to, it's just certain things you're not supposed to do, sweetheart. It's just certain things as a man you're not supposed to do. So he already had bad intentions for you anyway. And if he told you that, he was sitting around waiting on an opportunity to tell you anyway. Because maybe he won't.
Mm.
He free,
Yeah.
he locked up, he trying to clap them cheeks.
Yeah.
I'm just being all the way 100 with you. Nigga
Yeah.
wants some cheeks.
Yeah.
You need to know one thing, man. I always tell motherfuckers this, man. You are a woman before anything,
You
before
do.
you are a man's servant, before you are a man's provider, before you are any of these things. You are a woman. You understand me? And
Yeah.
you have to look yourself in the mirror every day and say, I'm beautiful, I'm strong, and I don't need nobody to do shit for me. That's what you need to tell
Right.
yourself every day.
Yeah.
Because I'm gonna tell you, when I was one of them ain't shit ass niggas, I knew when a woman was at her lowest. I knew it.
Mm.
How you think I'm able to sit up here and talk to y'all about this shit? That's why they mad at me because
Yep.
I changed and now I can tell people what the hell really going on.
Yep.
That that's why they mad at me because once I changed, I felt comfortable enough to come on the internet and start talking to people about this shit. He knew you was vulnerable. He knew you wanted love. He knew you needed affection. He knew you needed attention.
Yep.
He knew this shit. How you
Yep.
doing, Miss Donna?
How you doing?
I appreciate you. Thank you.
Yes, ma'am.
I'm 57 too. I just turned 57 Friday. But my relationship was old. It's real old.
Mm-hmm.
But I was in one with him. I would say about 6 months before he went to prison. And then he went to prison, was gone for 5 years, and we linked up after he was there for 5 years.
So hold on. So is he still locked up right now?
No, this, that's what I'm saying. This story old. My story started like in '94,
Mm-hmm.
but I did marry him while he was in prison. I moved from St. Louis to Colorado while he was in prison because that's where he wanted to go. And the day that he got out of jail, I kind of knew a month before, but the day he got the next day, not the first day, but the second day he got out of jail, it just started going downhill.
Oh hell no. So you
Mm.
moved all the way to the other side of the damn world just for his ass to get out and goddamn he do something different.
Well, he was in St. Louis with me too. He had family in Colorado. So that's where he wanted to parole to. He had spent 10 years in jail. I basically spent 2.5 years helping him get out of prison because he had a 30-year bid. And because I did the work that I did on the outside, he got out on his first time up for parole, which never happens in Missouri on a 30-year bid. But I got his victim to come to his parole hearing and speak on his behalf.
So you see, he used you to help him get his ass out of jail.
Mm-hmm. And we got a son together right now that's 18 years old.
Hold on. So you still gave him a baby when he got out? How
I
long did
got
the
pregnant.
relationship?
I got, well, the relationship lasted about 8 years after he got out. But it was a bad 8 years. The whole 8 years was bad.
So basically, do you feel like you wasted your life?
Well, I can't feel like, I really don't have a whole lot of feelings about that situation. I know he's still angry with me because when my son turned 5, we had a lot of domestic violence in Colorado. He beat me 3 times in August of '08, December of '08, and then February of '09. And I was done in February '09. I sent our son to him in February of 2012.
Mm-hmm.
And since February of 2012, I've been fighting to be in my son's life because he depicts me as a horrible
Man.
mother because I sent my son to him.
Oh man.
And I sent my son to him because I was not healing from the domestic violence that I went through because this happened to me in my 40s. I had my son when I was 40 years old.
Mm-hmm. Damn.
I had 2 other sons, and only reason why I got on this live because my 35-year-old told me today, just today, that we needed to have some type of conversation with him because he needed closure because he just disappeared out of our lives because he went to prison for beating me. He had to go back to Missouri for beating me in Colorado.
The one you gave the
And
18-year-old to?
yes, it wasn't but one. It wasn't but one. It wasn't but one.
This shit is crazy, ain't it? Hey,
Yeah.
I want to introduce everybody to my co-host Amber. She finally stopped being busy.
Hey,
I'm
Everybody
losing
speak,
my
please.
signal.
You losing your shit. We can see you.
hey, nice to
Uh-huh.
see everybody. He keeps tapping in, having me tap in when I'm doing back and forth stuff. So
I can't control the chat. I don't know.
you guys got me in the car again.
That's a fact. Hey, we appreciate her coming in, man. That's sad she had to go through that shit. How you doing, Samantha?
How you doing? Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear
Yes,
you.
ma'am.
Okay, so I've never told my story before. So, for any of the women that are in the chat, just me sharing my story, I hope some way this might help one of you guys because this is like super uncomfortable to even talk about it. But
Mm-hmm.
so I have a little bit of a different story. So I did get married while my husband was incarcerated, not for the right
Okay.
reasons, for financial reasons, because of financial things he had going on before he became incarcerated. I guess he was worried, kin or family might get a hold of that somehow. So we went ahead and married for that reason only, which was the wrong decision. But let me backtrack a little bit. We knew each other before his incarceration, but we were not in a relationship before he got locked up.
Okay.
So we knew each other. Like, I knew a few of his female cousins, but we weren't, like I said, in a relationship before he went to prison. So he's doing a 20-year sentence. So we got married. And when I tell you, the second we got married, everything changed. It was like night and day. I don't know what it was about the marriage, but this man went off the deep end, like mentally and emotionally. He could not contain himself. Like, I'll give you an example. I went to the gas station and some random man at the gas station held the door open for me so I could come in. I said thank you to the man. The man responded by "you're welcome" while I was on the phone with my husband at the time. And he went off the deep end. He was like, "Who the F is that? You must be effing him, and you're a whore." And I swear to you, and this was like a daily thing. He thought I was messing with the postman, the random guy at the gas station that held the door for me. He would send me like hate mail talking about "you're a slut," just wild stuff. And I never even did anything to give him like that idea that something like that was going on. I guess he just knew at the time this was going on. I was very young. I was very pretty.
Don't say, hold on. Don't say was.
No, I'm still pretty, but like, you're different when you're in your 30s than when you're 25.
Oh, right? No, we ain't gonna talk like that. I'm almost 40.
Yeah.
Me too.
Yeah.
Okay. But yeah, I'm still pretty, but that was like my prime.
Yeah,
Those were like the prime years of my life where I could have been somebody's housewife. Yeah. You know what I mean? And like being a stay-at-home mom, and I chose different. Mm-hmm. So he went off the deep end. I forced him to get therapy in jail, which isn't real therapy. It's just kind of whoever they can hire to talk to you. Thanks. He did that. It didn't work. But in the meantime, he was sending hate mail. He was in and out of AdSeg constantly. Like, he's spent most of his time in AdSeg for fighting or one reason or another. So we ended up getting a divorce. I really never wanted a divorce. I wanted to work it out.
Regardless of what happened, you were still trying.
Yeah. I never wanted a divorce. It was so upsetting to me. I couldn't function. I couldn't go to work. I couldn't leave my house. It was horrible for me. Like, I thought, you get married and it's like for better or worse.
Yeah, you try everything before it's over with.
Yeah.
How long did you say you were married to him before?
So we got married when he went to his camp, and we were married for it was about 2.5 years.
Okay.
We separated before that, if that even makes sense, because you're already separated because one person's not in the home. Okay. But we separated before that. I was still trying to make it work. But one thing about him, he never asked me for anything. Like, he didn't ask me to put money on his books. All he really asked was, "Hey, if I call, if you can answer the phone. Or if I send you mail, if you could write me back." Like, he wasn't someone that was begging me financially. Mm-hmm. And I appreciate that. But I will say I did for him out the kindness of my heart, just because I thought it was the right thing. But he never asked. But no, once we got...
You went out?
I don't know. It was weird. Huh?
Oh, you had went out for a minute. You said it was weird.
Yeah, once we got married, things went south really, really, really fast.
So where are things right now?
So I don't have a lot of communication with him. I speak to him randomly, like every blue moon. He's got other things going on that I can't be a part of. He's still in prison. And the things he has going on, I don't want to be intermingled with me.
That's a fact.
You know, because I have a home, I'm college educated. Like, I don't want that falling back on me. So I kept my distance. But I don't know. So I hope any of the ladies in the chat, if you guys are on the fence about being with a man that's in prison, I would say no. No.
Don't do it.
Don't do it. Or if you are going to do it, don't put money on their books.
Or
unless you want to every now and then. Put a little bit of money on there, $50 or something. That's cool. But don't give your heart and your soul to someone that's in prison. Because I know, like you were saying earlier, these men have boyfriends. Okay.
Hold on. I think it's let me explain it to you. I said
yes,
it's either they have a boyfriend or you're not the only one they writing and talking.
Yeah.
You know, they in survival mode, man. You can't, you still got a job to do, you still got kids to raise. So whenever you are unavailable, somebody is available.
Yeah, somebody's always available. I remember, like, when I would go visit, he would sometimes have like a look of disgust, and I'm like, why is your face looking like that? He would be like, some of these guys is fags and they're in here with their wife kissing their kids.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? That's trifling. But if you're going to be like in a relationship with a man, that's great and dandy, but you have a wife out here or a girlfriend, you have children, and you're not keeping that real, and you could leave DOC with a pack and give that to your wife.
Right.
That had no idea. No.
No,
I don't like that.
I don't know. So let me ask you this. Mentally, where are you at?
So once our divorce proceedings were underway, literally maybe 2 weeks after that started, I met someone else, and it was too soon. I was extremely emotional. And so because of that, and I didn't heal myself, and I met someone else, and that relationship moved really fast. I was with him for about 10 years. It was the worst traumatic experience of my life. And just now, as of the last few months, I've been getting therapy just now. This is like 16 years of my life.
I never knew. I mean, I knew it destroyed a woman, but to me,
it was bad.
Like, damn.
It was bad because you think like your husband's calling you all types of names. It really diminishes your self-worth. Like, it makes you second guess yourself of who you really are. You know, you're not that person that he's saying you are, but after you hear it so many times, it starts to affect you.
Yeah.
He would go so far as like to ask me the same question 12 different ways just to see what my response is. Weird stuff like that. Like mind games, manipulation, etc. So because of the trauma of all of that, I got into a relationship with someone else too soon afterwards. And it was even worse. The worst 10 years, like I said, of my life.
Do you think you was making him pay for what you went through?
No. I think a part of me was emotionally broken. And yeah, probably, now that I think about it, in a way, yeah, because I wasn't healed. If you're not healed and you go into another relationship, something is going to cause an issue in your new relationship, something that you've been through, some sort of trauma. If you don't heal from that, that'll carry into your new relationship.
Oh, most definitely.
Yeah.
So anyway,
were you around anybody like who had been in prison, or were you raised around?
Nope.
Like, no? Okay.
That was another thing. So we came from two totally different backgrounds.
Right.
Totally different. We like looked like the odd couple.
So you got
Um,
super blindsided by the
yeah.
like prison culture or
Yeah. Totally
yeah.
different backgrounds, totally different culture. So when he would go off the rails and say all types of crazy stuff to me, I'm just like, I don't know if maybe that's what you're used to, and you really don't understand that that's not me as a person.
I don't think it's
You know.
that. I think there's some people, not that they're raised differently, but they're raised in different situations, so they have a different
Yeah.
thinking. And what's I'm not saying okay to some, depending on how you're raised. Like in my household, when I was growing up, my stepdad moved here from California. He was, a gang member when he was younger, and when he spoke to us, it wasn't hateful, but he would come in and he'd be like, "Hey, bitch, what's up, bitch?" Like that's how he would.
What?
Yeah,
That's how they talk.
that's how he would speak when we were younger.
Yeah.
Coming in, and
Yeah.
he was never like being like to him it was funny. Like that's just how he spoke.
Yeah, that's how he just spoke, but it was not cool to
But
someone listening.
not being raised with,
Yeah.
my mom got with him when I was probably 13, and I was like, what is wrong with this? And like, I never wanted to bring my friends around at first. And then when I did, like everybody loved him because it was just the way that he spoke. Like he just was loud and obnoxious and,
Different than what you were used to.
so we got used to a different way of living as we were growing up. You know what I mean? But we were also, he was incarcerated for selling on a conspiracy charge for methamphetamine when I was 18. And so we were around a lot of different stuff growing up and a lot of different types of people. And so I think that if you're raised around that, you have a different type of knowledge as to what to expect when you're getting into a relationship with
I had no clue.
yeah.
She said I had no clue.
Right.
I was completely blindsided, and I couldn't even ask anyone. Like, who am I going to ask? My mom. She didn't raise me to be keen on that kind of stuff.
Right.
So she's not going to know.
Yeah.
I didn't have anyone to talk to about it. My auntie thought I was insane for marrying him anyway, which I guess probably I was.
Jay,
But
that's
I
what
know
about the wives that you talk about in other countries, right? They don't have the smarts
They
that
don't know. They
so
don't know.
that's
if you don't know any better, you don't know any better.
it's not necessarily people just from other countries. It's just if you don't have that kind of a street smart knowledge, like you're gonna you're gonna get blindsided, and a lot of times either get taken advantage of or super mistreated because you don't know how to speak back to them. You don't know.
Yeah, I didn't know. I always thought like I was answering the question wrong, but like, how am I supposed to answer it if I'm telling you like whatever the answer is, that's the truth, but like you're badgering me like I'm answering it wrong because I'm not answering it the way you want me to. I don't know. The whole thing was weird. I know he has a lot of childhood trauma that he never dealt with. So
asking different questions to you in a different way numerous times has mostly to do with trying to get see if you're lying. Like that's really what
that's like what the whole relationship was when we got married. It was exhausting.
Yeah, that's really what that is. I mean, but they learn that inside a lot of that
To just ask 50,000 times the same question, but in a different way.
No, I mean like not necessarily just that,
Even
but
if
ways to try to read people.
Yeah.
Ways
Even
to
if
try
one
to try to like detective work.
Yeah, like
I'm trying to cross you up.
Interrogate. Yeah.
Yeah, that's like what it was. It was like a police interrogation every time I was on the phone. And then he would send me this crazy stuff in the mail, and he would ask like just random weird questions and have them numbered and everything. And that he would want me to answer them on paper and send it back. I look, it was insane. But this wasn't going on until when we signed on the dotted line. It was literally like the light switched off. It was so like the curtain was pulled. I don't know. Yeah.
I don't understand, man. I mean, asking all these questions. I mean, sometimes we ask questions we know we damn sure don't want to hear the answer to.
It's
Yeah.
like he wanted me to answer it the way he thought he had envisioned it was going to be.
Nah,
Um, but it's just mentally and emotionally abusive.
damn, man.
Yeah. But I hope the ladies in the comments, like I said, if you guys have a choice and you really can sit down and think about it,
Don't do
it's
it.
not worth it, you guys. I'm telling
Said
you,
it's
it's
not
not
worth
worth it.
She said I was
No.
green and he seen it and he took advantage.
Yes. Yes. Dude, it's not worth it. All the inmates have to do is sit around and think. Think of ways to get over on people. Like you were
Mm-hmm.
saying earlier, you don't know any good men in prison.
I
Who
said it. I met cool men in prison, but I never met a faithful man in prison
yeah,
because it's
yeah.
always
What
it's
do they
always
have to
somebody else.
what do they have to do with their time?
What do they have to
Besides
do with their time?
besides sit and think about
See,
ways to get over on you,
that's a fact.
their next plot on how
And
they're going to get another woman on the side to help with their books, their commissary,
yep,
sit and try and finagle their visit list so that you guys don't both show up on the same day. That's what inmates do.
that's what
So,
they do.
ladies, steer clear. It's
I'm
not worth
telling
it.
you,
You're not lying.
I'm telling you, they're like, well, maybe that was then. You know, I did time from '04 to
No,
2012. I'm like,
it's like that
no, nigga,
forever.
it don't change. It's the
No, it's
same.
going to be like that for the next 1,000 years, forever. It's not going to change next year or next month. It's going to be the same.
That shit went up my fucking nose.
But I appreciate you guys taking my call. Like I said,
She
I've
said the
never
next
shared my
1,000
story.
years we're gonna be dead as a mother.
No. Yeah, it's going to be the same then.
I definitely think that there's good and bad in there, but there's definitely I hear a lot more bad.
More bad.
Yeah, it's way more bad than
And
good.
they say, I'm in the 10%. King, you don't know what the hell you talking about. Stop bashing us. I'm like, I'm trying to save your ass before it's too late and you be in a mental institute.
Yes.
Shit.
And like you mentioned earlier, these men, a lot of them before they went to prison, they weren't sitting up on the phone with you all day.
Hell
They weren't
no, they
laying in
wasn't.
bed watching movies with you.
I
They
told
weren't rubbing your back. But now that they're in prison, they want to rub your back. They want to hold your hand while you skip down the sidewalk. No.
Oh, hold on, Samantha. So you was in there when it was 1,200 people on my TikTok a while ago, right?
Yep.
And guess what? I seen you at the last minute. So when you popped over here and said, I'm here, I said, oh, she must got some shit.
I got a story to tell. Like, I feel like I joined your TikTok for a reason. It's my calling to share my story.
That's a fact. I mean, we hate you gotta tell a bad story, but we was hoping that we get some good stories today. But shit, I mean,
Honestly, it could have been worse. I could still be with him right now.
oh hell no. Nah.
All these years later.
Me and Amber gonna come find your ass ourselves if
right?
you go over there.
Yeah, see, I'm married to somebody who's incarcerated, but I know like there are a lot of negative or a lot of bad inside as well and good. Like that's why I agree with a lot of the stuff that he says, but you know, obviously I don't agree with everything that he says. But I see it. I see both sides.
Does your husband know you do this panel?
He does.
See, my husband, no, that would be a whole thing.
He
that
knows.
would never be able to.
Ask her the real question. Do he like it? Do he like that you on this?
Does he like that you're on the panel?
So no, yes and no. So he doesn't mind that I'm on the panel. He doesn't necessarily like that I'm on with Jay. But it's not because he doesn't disagree with the things that he says. So here's the thing, like my husband, he's in there, like he's been in there for 22 years. So we've been on a live with him together. You know what I mean? Like we've went together. He's heard some of the stuff that he says, and he doesn't disagree with everything that he says. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And however, like it's not that he feels uncomfortable with me being on here talking about any of this, because he knows the type of person that I am, and he knows that I'm gonna always ride for him 100%. Like, that's my husband, you know. But
Right.
also, it's the, you know, like, you have to meet with the person that you're working with, and, you know, whatever. And so I think that sometimes he feels uncomfortable with that part, you know, like,
Yeah.
because we can have this podcast all day long, but at the end of the day, like, it's still a business. And so I have to be able
Right.
to communicate with him about different stuff. And because my husband's been locked up for so long, he doesn't want that communication to turn into something further. That's
Right.
his fear. You know what I mean?
I mean, I would say that's a legitimate fear, you know, because that would probably happen often, not necessarily with you, but with just men
Right.
and women in general. But as long as he expresses that appropriately, that it might make him uncomfortable, but he still
Yeah.
allows you,
Yeah.
you know, to do what's best for you and what you think is best for you, then it's
So,
okay
you
to
know,
disagree sometimes.
I work, like, I do numerous jobs. So I have a regular day job. I own a business outside of this, and so I work with men every single day. You know what I mean? Like, so for me, working with this man or working with the other men, you know,
Still a
I
job.
work in the oil industry, and
Yeah.
so I work with nothing but rich, successful men all day long, every day. You know what I
That's
mean?
right.
And I can
Yeah.
do that just fine. So I tell him, what is the difference between working with this one single person versus working with, you know, 30 people that I have
Maybe
to,
because this is a little bit more intimate
yeah.
and it's just you and him and then whoever comes on. Maybe. I don't know. It's like more of an intimate setting.
Baby,
No, they in there, Samantha. They in there watching this.
you know,
Who? Oh, the
it's not,
inmates?
I don't feel like it's necessarily an intimate setting, because we're first of all, like, we're in the same state, but we're far away, and it's all
Oh,
online.
yeah, you guys are on live, so you're not like in
Yeah.
the same room.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. So it's a little, to me, it's the same, because I'm internal sales for my company, right? And all
Uh-huh.
I do is call and do this with people in different places all over, you know, Dubai, here in the United States, all over Texas, and it's all men that you know, I'm dealing in the oil industry, so I'm speaking to men all day long,
Right.
doing the same thing. So they have my personal cell phone numbers. They're talking to me about their numbers and, you know, different stuff that they need. And to me, it's the same. And that's how I've had to explain it to him. And he gets it, but he's still, I think it's because, a little bit because they've both been incarcerated. You know what I mean? He thinks I
Yeah.
have type. No, I don't know.
He think what, Amber?
I said he thinks I have a type. No, I don't know.
Oh, he
The
think maybe
incarcerated
your type
one.
is a nigga who been locked up.
Yeah.
Oh
The
man.
bad boy.
Nah, we just trying to get we just trying to
No.
you know what I always tell Amber, man, and she'll tell you if I was lying. I always tell her I don't focus on the money that comes from this. I focus on the craft and the words you spreading.
Yeah.
Because people have to understand that everybody is not the same, man.
I
But
think
also
take
that
one woman at a time, really.
yeah, but 85% of these men out here don't give a damn about you.
Yeah, yes. That is
Period.
true.
Whether they locked up or they free. These niggas, bluntly speaking, do not give a fuck about you. It's all about what they can get, gain, and how good the ass is.
I will say a little bit of something that I learned along the way. I would consider myself like a very kind-hearted, genuine, very loyal person, kind of loyal to a fault. But
You seem very sweet.
I feel I try and be, but if
Like,
someone
you
like
know,
me,
but you need to be a little bit meaner. That's what I mean. Like,
yes,
you
I
seem
have hardened
a little bit
myself.
too sweet. You need to throw some
I
Hell
spice
practice
yeah.
on
my
shit.
shell a lot.
Trust
I
me.
used to be very naive, very, very like empathetic towards people's circumstances.
Yeah.
But putting a person like that with a man that's from the streets, when you are living in the streets, a lot of people are your enemy. A lot of people don't mean well by you. So when someone
Facts.
comes along that does mean well by you, it's hard for that person to accept that. They always think you have some kind of ulterior motive.
Mm-hmm.
Because they're from the streets. That's what they know.
From the
Everybody's
streets.
out to get something.
They from the streets.
Even though you're genuine and you're not, it's sometimes they don't ever get it.
Mm-hmm.
They don't ever understand that you're not from the streets and you really genuinely care. It's too much for them.
It's too much for them.
Yeah.
Too much for them. You always feel like I know what you're saying because I was the same way. I was so used to dealing with conniving ass people that when you have a good person, you just always assuming you have to constantly remind yourself. Everybody is not against you, man. Chill the fuck out.
Yeah, everybody's not against you. Some people genuinely love and care about you, and then you end up pushing that person away.
Mm-hmm. It's not a good feeling, man. Who is that in the gym?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna head off. I appreciate you guys letting me on.
I appreciate you, Samantha.
Thank you. I appreciate
say
you.
no. Don't do it, you guys. If you need a man or you're lonely, go to church.
Go
to a restaurant. Find a man.
Don't go to church because they got some bad people in the church house too.
There is bad people in the church. Go somewhere in the free world and find you a man.
Let it come find you.
Yeah, let it find you. It'll come when you're least expecting it. That's when you're going to find the right person. And they're likely not going to be in prison.
Man, well, we sure hope you keep tapping into us. Hopefully you subscribe.
Yeah, I will. I subscribed. I did.
I appreciate all y'all because when I started going live, do you know 500 of y'all subscribed in like 10 minutes?
Yeah, you need to change your title on your video also so you can get more views.
Yeah, I did, but I didn't I'm not gonna lie to you, like I'm used to my live jumping like that, but I didn't expect for this to happen. I ain't gonna even lie to you.
Yeah.
You know, we started this a week ago.
You're doing well for 1 week on the internet in this kind of platform.
You know, I mean, I just feel like women should be able to come talk without being timed.
Yeah. And like you put your tags on TikTok or YouTube Shorts, you need to put your tags on your live videos too and change that title to say something juicy about whatever you're talking about.
I promise you, I was just talking to her about that just a while ago.
Yeah.
I said, hey man, if we really gonna do this, we gotta catch them because we got the word. We got the word.
You got to get the people to spread the message.
You got to spread the message. 1 week, because of y'all, people like you, 3,200 subscribers.
You're doing good. You're probably gonna blow up and end up with tons of subscribers because this is an interesting topic. There's probably a lot of people listening right now that this is like foreign to them, but it's interesting.
Yeah.
So they stay and listen, like what is really going on. And then you got people like me that got a story to tell, or people in the chat that maybe aren't ready to share their story yet, but they're listening.
Yeah, so I think what I'm gonna do is after we hear the conversation, like somebody just said, I'll change the title to whatever was discussed in the video.
Yeah, make sure you have your monetization on too. It'll be like in the settings spot.
I can't do it right now because we gotta reach 4,000 watch hours.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so we only did it for
subscribers. You just need the watch hours.
Yeah, we got 2,000 watch hours in the first week. I just seen that.
Does live count? I guess it counts, right, towards watch hours.
Oh, most definitely. But
I
always tell people turn the notifications on because sometimes I'll be want to upload videos, but if you don't have the notifications on, then you really not gonna see.
Yep. They're not going to notify you if you don't have it on.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, you'll be at that 4,000 watch hours in no time.
Oh yeah, man. I say I don't really focus on it. I just focus on the craft of like building something genuine based off of people supporting each other and what they're going through, not just
if you're genuine and sincere, people will see that.
Most definitely.
And they'll come because they can see you're a genuine person and you got something important to share.
Yeah, plus I wasn't shit, you know what I'm saying? And so I feel like if I can
So you got a story yourself.
Yeah, like if I can get my shit together, I'm like, come on, dude. I know who I was. Like, dude, you can get your shit together. I'm talking about me. We talk about fucking player of the century. I ain't gonna lie to you. If I can
anybody can get their stuff together, and anybody that says that isn't doing so doesn't want to.
Don't want to. Exactly. Mm-hmm. Exactly, man.
Anybody can change. The people that don't, they don't want to. And if you're waiting on a man to change for you and he's not changing, it's because he don't care.
It's because he don't care. And he don't want to change because
move on.
My mama always my grandmother told me this. She said, a woman can't make a bad man good, but she can make a good man great. And I never understood that.
Yeah.
You know, because any man that's about something, he had to go through a bunch of bullshit to become a good man first. That's how he knows how to be a good man.
Yeah.
And it's just a lot of them
regulations.
A lot of them people, a lot of them men in prison, or even most of them out here, when y'all meet them, these good women meet them, they in the process of being a nothing motherfucker. So you dealing with all the trauma that comes with them.
Yeah. And then it's you get trauma bonded.
Yeah. And sometimes you build them up to be a great person for somebody else.
And then the second they get out, they go with the next person. You built them up for the last 5 years.
You build them
they
up.
They get out of jail and they move in with Susie Q or whoever, somebody else. And you wasted 5 years of your life.
So Matthew, you're gonna have to start getting on the live with us.
I know. I look. I got a lot to tell. Oh man, that's good times.
Said, oh man.
Oh man.
All right, well man, we appreciate you tapping in with us.
Thank you. I appreciate you guys.
Thank you.
All right, bye-bye.
All right. Jen.
Yes.
We appreciate you waiting on us.
So I just want to circle back around to something that Amber was talking about. And as far as how her husband is aware of the fact that she does these podcasts and whatnot. I feel like if you are able to have that conversation with your man and he is okay with it, then continue to do it. Like like I stated the other night, I'm in several different Facebook prison wife groups. And then I follow Jay and I'm on here. I've had that conversation with him and he completely supports me being a part of these different platforms. But I also expressed to him at times that certain different things that just pop out to me. Like in one of the groups that I was in the other day, one of the ladies was talking about how she felt like her man was just another bill added on to her plate. And I had that conversation with him.
I don't mean to interrupt you, but can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
Doesn't it feel like that at times?
I mean, I wouldn't know. I don't send money.
Oh, I'm saying, but doesn't it feel? Wouldn't you think it feels like that because I have to put money on your books and I have to.
I mean, yeah, when I did it for 5 years with my ex in federal prison. Yes, that's what it felt like to me.
Like a
but
bill.
In this situation, it does not feel that way because I don't send that money.
Okay. Well, go ahead. I didn't mean to cut you off.
And I expressed to him that, and I was like, I will never, you were doing fine without me, before me. You can continue to be doing that fine without me. I'm not sending nothing. I'm not doing nothing. And like he respected that. Like we had a whole conversation on that topic. But then, certain things that, you have said on your videos on TikTok and whatnot. And he told me, he said, well, I mean, he's not lying. I mean, there are men in here that are like that.
37. What is wrong with my kids, y'all? They just came in here and asked me, Daddy, how old are you? What? How old am I? Buy you a Kit Kat. Not right now. I'm streaming, sweetheart. See what I'm going through? So, okay. I'm sorry, Jen. Go ahead.
So, I mean, we've had that conversation as far as the different platforms and things and that I'm a part of. And he honestly is one that wants to come home. When he comes home, he wants to follow you himself.
Oh, he want to follow me?
Yeah.
I mean, so how does he feel about the whole thing?
He says, I mean, we've had the conversation of different things, different topics that you've talked about, and he's 100% in agreement that a lot of men in prison aren't shit.
And I don't think it's our fault, really. You know that? I think a lot of men that's in prison, we come from a fucked up background. Like for me, I saw my mother have a great fucking husband, right? And I probably shouldn't say this because my mother is deceased, but if she was alive, she would tell me she don't give a fuck if I said it or not. But My stepfather was a great man and still is to this day. He's 70 some years old, beat cancer, healthy, and I can call him and ask him for anything, he'll still be there. But and she cheated like over and over, and we have to help her cheat. Facts. Oh, I'm taking out work today. Come drop me off at my boyfriend's house and take my truck, but don't go home. Like, it was a lot of shit. And you think you're gonna tell on your mama? I'm 5'8". Back then I was probably 4'11". My mama been 6'2". She beat the shit out of me. Or you just don't want to be disloyal to your mother, so you see this growing up and you think it's okay. You know how many men seen this, or they seen their daddy cheating all the time and they thought it was okay. You see what I'm saying?
Right. And he's been through similar situations. And I mean, he's like I said the other night, he can tell me anything he wants to behind those walls. It's a matter of what he comes home and does.
Facts.
Um,
show you.
Absolutely. I mean, because at the end of the day, I have 4 kids that are not his, you know, I've got to raise them and take care of them. So at the end of the day, he's just another mouth to feed when he comes home. If he's not showing me that he's truly about trying to be a family.
Yeah. I think you're on the right track because you already been through that shit before.
Absolutely. And that's what I told him. I'm not sending you nothing. I'll do the visits. I'll do the JPay, the phone. I'll answer your phone calls, you know, the video visits. I'll make the trip out there. But until you come home and show me, like, I'm not getting my heart set on anything.
That's a fact. That is a fact.
Because, like I said the other night, my ex legit had several months before he come home and went straight back to his baby mama. And is with a whole nother girl now and done had a kid with her since he's come home. Who's to say that he's not going to do the same thing in when he's got like 3 or 4 months left?
It's Cynthia says so many women been in these situations, unfortunately. Crying face. This is because you don't realize. I knew it was happening, but I don't think until I start making these videos how many women. Oh my God, I get so many. I promise you, I get over 200-300 messages a day of women like, he did this to me. What if he did this? What do you think he's doing? And I'm like, oh my God, what the fuck have I started?
But then, like Nell said earlier, there are some of us women that don't go looking for these situations.
It just happens.
Yeah, because like I said, mine had a whole cell phone in prison, and you know, recently got caught with it and whatnot. And he hit me up on Facebook. I mean, we knew each other before he went, before he went to prison years ago. But never, because we've got the same circle of associates and whatnot. And for him to hit me up out of the blue, it was kind of awkward at first, but one thing led to another, and here we are.
Yeah, and it's up to you. Like you said, you was doing fine without me, motherfucker. I'm not stopping my life for nothing. When you come home, I don't want to be sitting back stopping everything, and then you come home and then it's not even nothing.
Absolutely.
You won't even be hurt because you didn't stop doing shit.
Absolutely. Yeah, and I told him, I said, I'm still going to be out here taking care of my kids and doing what I got to do and maintaining my house and whatnot. You can either come home and follow suit, or you can come home and go back to doing what it was you was doing before you went to prison.
Yeah, that's
But if you come home and do what you was doing before you went to prison, just know that I'm not going to be there.
Yeah, but you got to get rid of his ass as soon as you see it going on. Like, nope.
Absolutely, I told him the first sign of the first red flag.
They said, how can you get on the internet and talk about men playing on women incarcerated? Weren't you locked up before? And I said, yeah, that's how I know what the fuck is going on. So was I supposed to get on here and lie to y'all, or was I supposed to continue to be bluntly open with y'all about what's going on? Or was I supposed to lie about it?
To be honest, be blunt and honest with us.
Yeah, because what would be the point of the line if I come on here and say all them men in there, they so appreciative of a woman being down for them that they faithful. I wouldn't have. They would. You would have had people saying he's a damn lie, right?
Absolutely.
But so it didn't matter what I said. I was gonna be bashed regardless of what I said. I just didn't understand how so many people said I was bashing women. I told a lady last night, I don't care what you tell me. I'm not bashing a woman. I'm not saying. I'm just bluntly giving you game. Just because I say stop being delusional, stop being stupid. You beautiful, you smart. Yeah. This is what I'm telling you. Like, you don't deserve to be sitting out here waiting on a nigga to get out of jail. The fuck? He did that.
Well, so with mine, he all right. So I did a call for him the other day, and it was one of his fellow inmates that's now on the streets, whatever. And he met his now wife when they were he was incarcerated.
Mm-hmm.
And
Brown girl talking about that means you like your mom.
was
Not anymore.
they've been together 8 years, still going strong. One of the few prison wife stories that I've seen that's been successful.
Yeah, that's what I'm waiting on, right? I done bit my fucking lip. God damn, that shit hurt it. That's what I'm waiting on. I'll taste that fucking blood. That shit hurt it. This one, this is what I'm saying. I'm waiting on the success stories. Like, I'm not just all for the negativity, because a success story could possibly make somebody else feel better about their situation, right?
Absolutely.
Because if you constantly hearing bad, 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 and then you hear something good, you're like, well, fuck that. I'm in the 10% too. Right? But
Well, when I first stumbled across your TikTok, it kind of discouraged me a little bit. But the more that I had those conversations with my boyfriend, I was like, this is what it is. Like, I don't want to fall victim to your game, and I'm not going to fall victim to your game, because until you can come home and show me different, to me, not a lot that you say is truth. And he told me he completely understood that it would be different when he come home. He would show me how it was, how he really was, and I would see we would be one of the few success stories. So ultimately, I'm waiting, but I'm not waiting.
How much time does he have left?
10 months.
Huh?
Do what?
I said, how much time does he have left, if you don't mind me asking?
10 months. He comes home in June.
Girl, he's almost done.
Absolutely.
He is almost done.
So that's why I don't feel too discouraged.
How do you feel? Are you nervous, excited?
A mixture of both. I feel like, hold on one second. I'm going to leave and come back in. I can barely hear you.
Okay. I think that I have to wait for him to let her in, though. So I'm not sure where he went. Let's see. So because he called me while I was driving, I'm on my phone, so I'm trying to watch comments on the computer at the same time. I love the dude that had the nerve to tell me the money I gave him was a gift. I don't give money as a gift. What? I need to know more about that. Those inmates need to get their mind right. Karma will come back stronger. Oh, I can't put her back up, guys. Sorry. So Toya, you were in your 20s when were you married or with somebody who was incarcerated? She said she had to get off and come back on because she couldn't hear us.
All right.
I was just reading through some comments.
Man, I bit the fuck out my lip just now. I ain't even lying to you. That shit hurt it bad in a bitch. The hell did I do that? I don't fucking know. Hey, Amber, you know what I was gonna tell you too?
What?
I think we probably gonna start going live at like 7.
Yeah. Okay.
Yep. Jay, can you send the link? Yeah.
7 is good. Are you wanting to go back on at 9 or are you done after this one?
Hell nah. You know how long we've been on live? An hour and 40 minutes.
I know. I was like, I wonder if he's still trying to go back on.
Amber, it was 260 people in here.
I know. I saw that.
Oh, you seen that?
Yeah, but I had to go to the grocery store. I was at the grocery store and I was like, shh. Okay.
I'm gonna have to get out in like 5 minutes, so we probably gonna let Jean come up for a minute.
Yeah.
Damn, I bit the shit out of my damn tongue. That shit, the inside of my jaw. What the fuck just happened?
What was you eating?
I wasn't eating shit. I was like that, and I leaned over and I did like that, and my fucking wisdom teeth clenched down on my damn jaw. I was like, what the fuck? I'm going to the dentist. The fuck is going on?
Amber, you asked how I felt as far as whether I was excited or nervous. A little bit of both. My kids are understanding. I'm not going to say that they're approving, but they're understanding of my situation. I mean, I have older kids. So my oldest is 18, my youngest is 12. I don't know. I want to be excited. I want to be happy. And am for the most part, but at the same time too, you've been in prison for 3.5 years. Here I am the last 10, 11 months of your bid. And I mean, anything you can say is just that, words. I'm
Victoria
more
said,
focused on action.
So you're
Victoria
more
said you don't sound too sure.
Yeah, you're more about show me instead of
Yeah, she like shit. Fuck that. I ain't going through that shit.
Yeah.
Well, I hope that you can come back on here in 10 months and tell us that you guys are doing well and everything is going great, you know?
Yeah,
And I told him, I said,
Montego.
Everything in me wants to be one of those success stories, but I can't make him follow suit if that's not where he really wants to be.
Yeah.
So irregardless, in a year and a half from now, 2 years from now, I'm gonna come back and let both of you know whether it's a success story or not.
That's a fact.
Please do. My husband is currently in the parole review process. He has been incarcerated 22 years, girl. So I'm waiting. I'm waiting to see.
Does it get hard? Like harder?
Does what get harder?
Being away from him?
No. I mean, like, it just right now it feels the same. I married him while he was incarcerated. So we've been married now. We've been married 2 years. We've been together almost 5. And I mean, like, it's been about the same the whole time. Aside from when he was in G5, that was the hardest time that we did. But that's because we had like almost no contact. We had visits and letters, like handwritten letters. So that
God, girl, don't bust through that door like that. You're gonna break the door off the hinges. That shit is expensive.
But yeah, so it's not gotten any easier. And right now, because it seems like in the summer it gets worse for them just because it's hot his stress is already up, but and his temper,
Appreciate
but
you.
right now because he's in parole review, he's like his anxiety is through the roof right now.
Oh, y'all going to school?
This is his first parole, so we're just waiting to see.
Oh man.
Yeah, I've not. Mine's been on lockdown all weekend, so I haven't talked to him.
Oh man, I don't miss that shit.
The last time I talked to him was Friday afternoon before I went to work. And I mean, he's had people that are quick and, on work release and whatnot call me from his account or whatnot, hey, I love you, this, that, and third. But other than that, I haven't physically myself spoken to him since Friday. And before that, he went through like 6 days. He was in the hole when he got caught with his cell phone. And I had different thoughts. Like I figured at one point it was, oh, he's just one of your average typical inmates, just kind of ghosted me, he don't want to do this anymore. Then out the blue, I'm laying here one Sunday night and he had his mom call me on three-way.
Damn.
So yeah, I'm more or less, come home and show me what it really is.
Yeah. And you said you had already been through that before, correct?
Yeah.
Okay. No, that makes
So
sense.
and I think that's kind of why, and I explained that to him. Like, I've been through this. I know what jail talk, prison talk, I know what it's about. You're going to tell me anything you want me to hear to get me on right where you want me. And then as soon as I can't do anything for you, I'm gone.
That's a
But like
fact.
I told him, I'm not sending you anything. You had it before I was there. You had $2,300 to get a cell phone before me.
Yeah, those cell phones.
Get your ass
So
in.
you can get all that. I mean, he does send me, like, he is sending me like all of his money now, like whatever he makes in there. Like, his mom just sent $140 to him, but it was through me. Like, she sent it to me for him, and he was like, spend it how you need to, whatever.
I just I'm just waiting on a success story. I love hearing what people going through right now, and if it's okay or whether it's good or bad. But I'm just like, I'm waiting on that. I'm ready for y'all to say, shut the fuck up, King. It worked. So I can have something positive to say about this shit. Cause it's sad to me, man. I'm not gonna even lie to you. It's sad. Um,
Well, I will see if I can get in touch with his friend's wife and see if I can get her on board
that's a
to come
fact.
and share her success story.
Okay. Yeah, yeah, do that, man. Cause we don't mind hearing it might help somebody, you know.
Absolutely.
Kendra said, I'll be the success story. Just give us some time. How much
Fact.
time do you need, Kendra?
I'll be back in a year and a half, 2 years.
Facts. Man, Jen, I'm about to I gotta get off here. She said, well, that won't happen tonight. I gotta get off here. And Yasmeen, we appreciate you tapping in with us, man. We appreciate you telling your story. You too, Jen. I appreciate y'all, man. I gotta get off of here, man. I'm finna get ready to eat some fucking tacos and fajitas and that type of shit there. She said 25, 26. I appreciate y'all tapping in. Everybody, if you haven't, please hit that like button, man. Don't forget to hit that like button. I appreciate y'all, man. God bless y'all, man. And I hope y'all tap in every time we go live, man. We're gonna start going live every day at 7 o'clock. Of course, y'all know I'll be on TikTok promoting it before we do. I love each and every last one of y'all. Y'all are the truth. Without y'all, it wouldn't be no us.